Hello and welcome to Fin Business. We are in conversation with the Supreme Analyst from Gartner. Ma'am, thank you so much for talking to Fin Business. So you look at the data specifically for the financial services, that there is a new evolution in data specifically, and the roles are changing of the CIO, CISO and CDOs as well. So could you just take us through the evolution of CDOs has happened in a couple of years, specifically in the financial services sector?
Absolutely. When I look at historical CIOs, it was all about back office functionality, keeping the lights running and making sure IT is operational. But CIOs today are being pressured to enable the business. I mean, digital business is absolutely pervasive. So CIOs need to move up and tie really with what the business needs, where the business is going. In many organizations, to accelerate that, a new role was developed, the Chief Digital Officer.
Absolutely.
It says CIOs still focus on keeping the lights on and everything in IT, but now we're going to have somebody who's really in charge of working directly with the business to make sure that we are a digitally enabled company, that we're tying our new products and services, our revenue, mobile solutioning to make it easy for financial services.
Absolutely.
Customers demand more and more things. So a CDO role was developed to accelerate that process. I think where we're at now, though, is CIOs have started to transform. And they've started to not only pick up all of that old technology, but they've become more business enabled. They sit at the seat with the COO, the CEO, to try to determine where the business direction is going and how they can, through IT, underpin all of the efforts for the digital business opportunities that are out there.
Okay, so with that information, the immediate question that comes to my mind is, because there is a strong evolution of role of CDOing, specifically financial services.
Absolutely.
Will CDOs take over CEO?
Oh, that's a great question, a great speculation. If you ask me, CIOs understand the world is moving. CIOs see where digital business is going.
Absolutely.
And to me, CIOs who don't kind of morph and evolve to pick up those roles and skills and capabilities probably are going to be a little bit outdated.
Absolutely.
So to me, the role is a constant redefining of what a CIO is. And a CIO is not just defined by technology anymore. It's defined by certainly technology, but how technology supports business aspirations.
True. So, what kind of difference do you see now? The kind of work that CDOs used to do earlier and the CDOs are doing right now, and also what kind of challenges, what kind of pain points is going through when adopting new technologies, when embracing new technologies into the company?
Well, we all think about the ease of having these new technologies. But when you look at the legacy systems, applications, and infrastructure, you say, wait a minute, I've got all this new, shiny new things. How do I now layer it on top of maybe old and archaic infrastructure? And so part of the whole discussion about digital business is how do I create that foundation that's going to support all this new growth and capabilities? It might mean changing your processes and systems. It might mean getting new platforms and doing things in a more cloud-enabled way. So while it's easy to say we're going to go after that big prize, which is digital business, you really have to look at everything that supports those systems. And I think that's a tight integration with the technologists as well as kind of the futurists to make sure we have a delicate balance and that strong foundation to grow upon.
Okay, but are there some differences, because CEOs always believed on a business model, but now the business model has been changed. It has become a tech model. How great you are at technology.
Right.
When the global banks, if I'm not wrong, are saying we are not a bank, but we are a tech company
Absolutely.
providing banking services.
Absolutely.
So will there be evolution and there will be only CDOs, there will be only CIOs running the show?
Oh gosh, I think it has to be a delicate mixture. I'm not sure what the role will be defined as, but I think of people who understand technology, people who understand that, you're right, there are changing business aspirations, people who understand that customers want and need different things, and a lot is driven by technology. So whether that's called a CIO, whether that's called a CDO, it's that individual, group of individuals who understand that there is from the basic on all the way up from basic infrastructure all the way up to how do I meet new user expectations. I'm not sure what the role is going to be called in the future. But you're absolutely right. It's all business. It's not just IT. It's not just front office business. Everything is the business, and it's just underpinned by technology. So does the term IT in and of itself go away in a few years?
True. So what is the major challenge that is the CDO is facing right now globally? Is it regulation? Is it privacy issues? Is it a cybercrime issue?
I think it's all of that, but it's also where to start. Because when you look and people say that I have digital business ambitions, what does that mean?
Last question, how do you see the growth of CDOs going ahead in next 5 to 10 years?
Again, I'm not sure what Gartner's projections are in the specific role. So I would hate to establish a different position because there are people who write just about that and I don't. I mean, it's a little bit fringe for me.
Okay, but do you believe that the evolution of CDOs is important for the financial sector? And that is what the major aspirations is.
But whether it's called a CDO, I guess is where I'm going to push back a little bit. Because it is people who understand digital business. So is that specifically a CDO? Or does that become a CIO's job? Does digital business and understanding all the technology aspects, who does that really belong to? So I'm not sure I'm going to define a role. So that's where
So thank you so much for those great insights. It was wonderful chatting with you.
It was delightful to be here. Thank you so much.